Where's my clip? Where's my clip? I gotta check some shit. These niggas sitting around here pussyfooting around. I got some shit to get to. Let me see. Where my shit? All this support I'm getting. Yo, look at all this support.
How much did you clip up?
Look at all this. What, me?
Yeah.
Mad clips.
Of Joe, if you want to bring up Joe. Complex, he didn't get what he wanted, so he sabotaged the possibility of everyone else in that space making money. From the cameraman, to the showrunner, to the producer, to all of his other co-hosts.
Deep breath. You good? Oh.
I normally don't clear these types of things up. But this year, I got time, cuz. I got time, cuz. Rest in peace to I got time, cuz, dude. I got a little bit of time. Because if you let some of this shit go unchecked, it'll just be unchecked. And I feel like people try to get shit off because I'm in another realm, so I'm supposed to behave a certain way because the game is the game. But fuck that shit. Mm-hmm. Fuck that shit. I'm checking shit today.
Of Joe, if you want to bring up Joe.
This is Mandii on the Need to Know podcast.
He didn't get what he wanted, so he sabotaged the possibility of everyone else in that space.
Let me pause this again. Sorry, y'all. Y'all can go get something to drink, nigga.
I'm listening.
Y'all can go get a sandwich.
Nah, we here.
I want to pause this again to let our audience know that many of the people that you see publicly speak about Joe Budden have absolutely no place to speak about Joe Budden. They do not know Joe Budden's business dealings. They don't know my personal dealings. If you don't see people with me, they cannot speak on me or about me with any credence. Of course, people can do what they want. But I'm bringing this clip back again to check just, this is nuts
Joe,
that she tried to get some of this off.
Complex, he didn't get what he wanted, so he sabotaged the possibility of everyone else in that space.
That's incorrect. That is incorrect. And that is a problem in podcasting where we only know what we know about people, so you develop a large audience and nobody knows your credentials or your qualifications to be able to speak of something to this level. In the White House, they have different levels to the information you can access. Shit, in a club, you get certain wristbands so you know where you can go and where you cannot go. This is all cap. My perspective when I do these shows and when I go negotiate is if you don't have money for me, then you don't have money for a show. I normally speak from the perspective of somebody that created the show, negotiated my shit, negotiated everybody else's shit, negotiated the budgets. Like, I normally speak from a whole different space. With Complex, if I didn't get what I was looking for, one of two things are going to occur. Either the show is going to completely end, which it did not, or a fucking ton of money just got freed up. In which instance, everybody can begin to make more money than they were. This is cap. This is not factual, what Mandii is saying, and Mandii has absolutely no business speaking on Joe Budden business. I'll let this clip continue.
Money. From the cameraman, to the showrunner, to the producer, to all of his other co-hosts. You know where else he did the same too? Where they've actively spoken out about it? Ebony K. Williams and what happened with the Revolt show.
I'm so glad you brought up Ebony K. Williams and the Revolt show. Let's hear what she has to say.
Joe didn't get what he wanted, so because you're not giving me what I want, fuck what everyone else is making. There's that.
Is it just what?
Nah, don't save me, Savon. I appreciate you. You threw a wonderful mixer. But don't save me. Again, Mandii is misinformed. With State of the Culture and Ebony K. Williams came to interview for the job and was told by higher-ups, people with more authority than myself, that you were too old for this gig. She was told you didn't look the part, you didn't dress the part, you didn't sound the part, you didn't talk the part, We're trying to reach a younger demographic, and you look a little too mature for what we're trying to do. And they sent Ebony K. Williams along her way. If you ever happen to speak to Ebony K. Williams, you can ask her these things. Everything I say is documented, even though they think I be lying about some shit. That was me who made some calls to say, hey, in spite of you thinking that she's for an older audience, I think that she is exactly what we're looking for. I think that that is who we need to hire. If we need to get a stylist or a different makeup person or a different hair person to fix this and frame it the way we're supposed to, then what do you want to do? I think that's what needs to be done. This is the person we need for the job. Sure enough, Ebony K. Williams got that job. And her stock increased, and she left there and went on to do great things after this show ended. I need to end some of these narratives that people that have no business speaking about my business put into the atmosphere. She don't know shit about shit, Mandii, when it comes to me. And I'm saying that respectfully because I fuck with Mandii. But I don't know what talks are going on in the girls' bathroom. You know, people take a walk sometimes and get their shit off. Mm-hmm. Ebony has gotten her shit off for a little while, and because I'm the exec that I am, just don't do that. But Mandii could not be painting this to be any further from the truth than what it is. If I leave State of the Culture, they're not continuing State of the Culture without me. It's my show. I brought it here. It's my IP. If I'm not getting what I want, that means that there's not enough money here for anybody to get what they want at the end of the re-up. There's no more. All of the 70 people that's making breakfast in the morning, that has to be paid for. All of the stylists and the clothes and the makeup and all of this shit, all of that needs to be paid for. There's some people that are tasked with these responsibilities, and there's some people that are not. Mandii, your version of this Ebony K story is false. It's cap, it's wrong, and frankly, it's none of your business. I'll let it continue.
I want, or is it what I am worth and what I deserve? Because that's two different conversations.
You know what that reminds me of? NFTs. Did we not see? NFTs are only valued at what the fuck someone is willing to pay for it.
And this is the fucking problem when y'all get to listening to people who are running successful businesses, because Mandii is. But this is a horrible analogy and a horrible example, and me and the way my business runs should have nothing to do with NFTs and their value.
Wait.
I'll let it continue.
Real quick. Let me not. No, I won't allow you to say that, because when it comes to NFTs, the market can gauge your value with NFTs.
Thanks, Savon.
When it comes to Joe or anybody that's
it's
a content creator,
so
my value is based on how many motherfuckers is tuning in, clicking, and listening.
And not for
so
nothing.
I'm not gonna. That's not a one-on-one.
And we're not trying to toot nobody horn in here.
No.
Savon and I were in there, and we know what that podcast does.
Let's be very clear.
No bullshit.
I'm still in there.
Which
I still see the numbers.
No
nigga.
bullshit.
Which is why. This is why I can't hate Joe.
Right. This ain't about Joe for real.
Fuck the corporation. Yeah. I'm gonna go behind the paywall.
Let's pause it right there for a second. There's a community of y'all that cannot hate Joe because of the numbers that this podcast does, because of the way that this podcast performs, and you would love for it to be any other way than the way it is. I just wanted to check some of that, just because it's false, and because we know Savon, and because people go see people that know me. An audience might see it and think that there's some type of social equity there for people to be able to speak on me in this manner, and this is totally unacceptable. Mandii would not understand the level to which I negotiate. Also, let me clear something up. There's a slew of people out there running around talking about, I'm not sure if I could work with Joe again. And another instance where I'm supposed to be professional and this executive and never get on my yachty bag and say, yo, anybody from my past, anybody that I have worked with before, if you don't see them around, the opportunity is not going to present itself in the future for us to work together. I don't have to speak about it for me to acknowledge something and say, hey, I've seen enough. I want to go a different route in the ways that we work. But there's some value in people out there dangling the carrot of the potential of working with Joe Budden or the Joe Budden podcast. Again, this shit is a farce. And we about to get in the fourth quarter, and for 2025, enough is enough. Mandii, I love you, all the respect in the world. Mel's not here, so we'll get to that issue at another time. But This is just a bunch of bullshit. No, for real. I be home on YouTube. I be listening. And I fuck with Mandii. But this is totally unacceptable. And the fans don't know enough to know that Mandii don't know enough to speak to what I'm doing at this level. No disrespect. You're not gonna understand some of my thinking and some of my moves. Anybody that I have effectively fired, I hired them. And it was my job to go and get shit straight.
New Joe Budden.